Angela Merkel and Emmanuel Macron were left humiliated last night after their EU colleagues tore to shreds plans to hold a formal summit with Russia. The bloc's Franco-German engine was shut down, with multiple leaders ridiculing a proposal for a leadership showdown with Kremlin bully boy Vladimir Putin. In the early hours of this morning, European leaders adopted a hardline stance against Moscow after a diplomatic war of words at an EU Council meeting in Brussels. The EU's prime ministers and presidents rejected Berlin and Paris' proposed plan of meetings at leaders level with Mr. Putin, in a highly humiliating blow for German leader Angela Merkel and French counterpart Emmanuel Macron. Their effort to woo Moscow was blown out of the water in favor of a threat of economic sanction if Russia continues in malign and disruptive activity. Ahead of traveling to Brussels yesterday, Mrs. Merkel said, "In my opinion, we as the European Union must also seek direct contact with Russia and the Russian president. It is not enough for US President Joe Biden to talk to the Russian president. I very much welcome that, but the European Union must also create formats for talks here." But early this morning, she conceded defeat for her plan, which was endorsed by French President Emmanuel Macron. Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte had already told reporters he would not attend talks with the Russian president, and Eastern member states spoke out about the dangers of ignoring Mr. Putin's hostility towards the EU. Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda warned that the EU should not engage with Mr. Putin without setting out preconditions for improved behavior for Moscow. Ahead of the meeting, Latvian Prime Minister Krišjānis Kariņš suggested given the current state of EU-Russia relations, a summit could be a sign of weakness from the bloc. The Kremlin does not understand free concessions as a sign of strength, he told reporters. Polish PM Mateusz Morawiecki said talks should only take place if there was actual de-escalation intentions. Eventually, European leaders settled on a stern warning for Russia, insisting talks can only take place if Moscow improves its behavior. The European Council reiterates the European Union's openness to a selective engagement with Russia in areas of EU interests, their statement said. It invites the Commission and the High Representative to develop concrete options including conditionalities and leverages in this regard. Dutch PM Mr. Rutte also secured a victory in the leaders' statement, with calls for efforts to establish truth and win justice for the downing of the MH17 flight. The Malaysian Airlines jet, from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur, was shot down by pro-Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine in July 2014, killing 193 Dutch nationals. Sources said a majority of EU leaders backed the calls by Mr. Rutte, who previously said he would not attend any summit with Mr. Putin. Arriving at the summit yesterday, the Dutch PM said, "I don't mind a meeting with Vladimir Putin by the two presidents. I won't participate in a meeting with Vladimir Putin, myself, as European Council."